Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Gyan Bhakti. We focus exclusively on spirituality, Vedanta, and Sanatana Dharma. If you have not already done so, please consider subscribing for regular updates. Our humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, our worshipful enlightened Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, all sages and saints, and to the divinity in each of you. We are currently exploring the scripture Mysticism of Mahabharata. Commentary is by our worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji, and narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So yesterday we were studying about Karna and how he got training from Sage Parshurama by lying and calling himself a Brahman, because that was the only way Sage Parshuram would listen and give him guidance and teachings. So that day when the little worm came, when Parshuram was sleeping on the lap of Karna. So what happened? Sage Parshuram was very tired from the day's activities. He reclined his head in the lap of Karna and fell asleep. While the sage was thus sleeping, a dangerous worm started digging into the thigh of Karna. Karna could not remove the worm without disturbing the sage. And so, out of reverence and a spirit of service, he let the worm continue to dig into his thigh. Being a hero, he would not waver and disturb the sleep of the sage. So Karna stayed still until the worm bore completely through his thigh. The blood touched Parshurama and woke him up. The sage immediately got up, and seeing how Karna had endured all this pain, he was extremely angry rather than being pleased. "You have deceived me," he cried. "You are not a Brahman. A Brahman would never have tolerated the torture inflicted by that worm to such an extent. You are a Kshatriya, Kshatriya warrior class. Because you have deceived me, you will find that the secrets of using the infallible Brahma Astra will be effaced from your memory when the time comes for you to employ that great weapon." And we will see this later in the Mahabharata war. So why did the sage curse his heroic disciple? Apparently, it looks like he did a great thing to not bother his guru or to respect him. To understand the apparently ungrateful and exceedingly stern reaction of Sage Parshurama, one must reflect upon the character and the deeper intentions of both the guru and the disciple. The sheer act of heroism and reverence which Karna evidenced for his guru was indeed praiseworthy and should be emulated by every aspirant. That quality was admirable. However, as deeper reflection upon the story reveals, Karna's heroism was not of an ideal nature. He harbored ill will towards the Pandavas, who were virtuous in nature, and was unable to overcome the jealousy and hatred that continuously burned within his heart. So he was not an ideal aspirant. The austerity practiced by Karna in the service of Sage Parshurama was of a rajasic or impure and tamasic demoniac nature. That is, it was meant to feed his pride and hatred by defeating the Pandavas. We will later find out that he was one of the elder brother of the Pandavas, except he didn't know that. Sattvic or pure austerity, on the other hand, is that which enables one to conquer pride and hatred and all the evils of the lower self by developing divine virtues. A Brahman is one who is intent upon developing sattva or purity. Even though he may lack the physical endurance of Karna, yet he is a greater hero because he is performing a subtler act of heroism by controlling his mind and unfolding the divine qualities inherent in the soul. Such a hero is a blessing to the world, But the heroism of Karna is meant to intensify the forces of darkness and therefore cannot be considered real heroism. We will cover more details in tomorrow's Satsanga. This is Swami Nikhilanand. Om Tat Sat.